Hey internet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay or LiJo. Your attention is quite literally money. If you'd like to talk to me about this subject or anything related to your cognitive journey, you can book a session with me on Snug below, and we're gonna hop right into this video. I'm here to get the point across. So take a look at this ad. You're gonna save 50% on furniture. Pretty typical. Let's look at the contrast. And instead of saying 50% that you're going to get off today only, right? Now the furniture ad says, well, we want you to spend 12,000 change on furniture today. What's the difference between the two? Why is no one using the second ad? Well, this brings us right into the thick of things. So nudge theory in gambling, which was a study that was published that really kind of got my mind going in this direction to want to make this video at the time that I did. It highlights one of the most used human exploits that I believe you encounter on a regular basis more than many others. Losses disguised as wins, aka making you feel like a winner. So check it out. If I can make you feel like a winner, even when you lose, I win. So this was studied in relationship to slot machines, where players would see graphics or they would hear sounds associated with wins, even when they lost money or the amount that they won was actually less than the size of their bet. So this means that if I provide you with stimuli that is familiar with winning or something positive, such as saving money, even when you're literally handing me money as this entity, you are 30% more likely to continue this losing behavior. Both ads equate to the same thing, you paying the company money, right? The difference is that the first one is disguised as a win. I mean, it's a deal, right? Who doesn't love a good deal? Speaking of deals made with the devil, let's move right into media. So exploit number 2. Targeting your lower Maslow's pyramid for the sake of your attention. An easy way to get buy-in of any person's attention is to hit them right below the midline in Maslow's pyramid. So there's these cheap hits, and why I'm so repulsed by mainstream news is because their play is just so obvious. It's not even artistic or, well curated. They don't even dress it up or make it look different. It's just the same old rotation of lower Maslow's headlines, and people still fall for it because it's cloaked in this concept of being information. So what do I mean? Well, food and shelter, for instance. Research from the International Journal of Communication in 2021 highlighted that headlines related to food insecurity or housing crisis had a 32% higher click-through rate during economic downturns. This is particularly evident in regions experiencing financial stress, where basic survival needs are top of mind for the audience. So also just remember with this, put your marketing hat on. Anytime you hear click-through rate, that literally is chef's kiss, dream for all of us in marketing. If you've ever heard of the term pay per click, many of you have. Now go back and think about what I just said all over again with that study. 32% higher click-through rate. That is equivalent to money. Let's stay on Maslow's pyramid for a second. So a 2020 study in communication research showed that crime-related headlines, particularly those that highlight violent crime, increase audience engagement by approximately 55%. This heightened response is attributed to the audience's intrinsic need for security and protection. Audience engagement is short for the longer I have your attention, the better I'm able to nudge you towards the next decision that benefits me as the entity bidding for your attention. A survey conducted by a Pew Research Center in 2022 found that 62% of respondents were more likely to engage with headlines about economic instability, aka job losses, market crashes, because these issues directly impacted their financial security. So this would suggest that safety in terms of economic stability is a major driver in media consumption. And for those of you who are still convinced the news is for you to be informed, ask yourself this question. Does me being informed pay the bills for this company, or does my attention pay the bills for this company? That's it. Which brings me to exploit number 3, the art of keeping your attention. Your attention is hard to get, but it can be pretty easy to keep if some entity knows exactly what it's after, and many do. So every day you're experiencing thousands of bids for your attention. You have a lot to choose from. So bids for your attention are very expensive in terms of time, energy, and the investment from any entity that wants your attentional buy-in. So what the research shows is that we can extend a particular attentional behavior by up to 50% longer simply by continuing to feed stimuli without natural breaks. So infinity scrolling, yeah, it's a purposeful design. Netflix continuous play, extremely intentional. Any entity that can say, not only do I make an impression on users, but we turn that impression into consecutive hours of attention, that is the definition of money in this current day and age. One time I was at a casino where I was playing poker and I went to the restroom and I saw this actually really great sign that was targeted for people who had gambling disorders. And it said, feel like you can't leave. And then it gave a resource for a gambling addiction hotline. And for whatever reason, that phrase really was a visual connection for me to attentional bidding and the stronghold that it currently has on a global audience. Those who are constantly plugged into the news, constantly plugged into their phones, constantly aware of the latest update that will dictate their reality today. It makes me want to yell, do you feel like you can't leave? It's okay to realize your reality has been dictated by means outside of your consciousness, but that's a tough pill to swallow for reasons that we will title exploit number 4, the illusion of autonomy. In 2022, the Journal of Consumer Research published a study on autonomy and decision-making resulting in a purchase. The study observed that 71% of consumers felt they had autonomous choice when they were subtly guided by marketing strategies. The illusion of control. You know, in the past, they would have called it sorcery, but in today's day and age, they call it marketing. Additionally, they found that consumers were 77% more likely to make a purchase when they perceived the choice as autonomous. And we're not just talking about widgets here, so you're aware, but things that may significantly affect you more. These could be options on your health from your doctor with several treatments. This could be swatches of paint your girlfriend presents to you. And if they were doing it correctly, according to a study published in Personality and Social Psychology in 2000, they would be presenting you with about 6 to 8 choices because that would actually increase your sense of autonomy by 25%, making it more likely that you would, in fact, make a selection. Which brings us to exploit number 5, the exploit that you can leverage against an entire world paying millions of dollars for your attention. Exploit number 5 is realizing that you don't have to do anything. By the way, it's also the secret to winning at poker. Being conscious that at any stage of anything in life, you have a choice. Furniture is 50% off, but you don't have to select a couch and pay $12,000. Here are 3 different drugs that can be taken for treatment for your health condition. Well, you can get a second opinion and as a result, select none of them. You can see a headline and choose to protect your mind, honoring it as a sanctuary of your thoughts. You can see 5 great selections for your Wendy's meal. Why not make the bold choice of potentially none of them? Of course, to bring it back to poker, you can sit at a poker table and fold every single hand you're dealt for 2 hours and then leave. Sounds insane, right? Why would someone do that? It's about making decisions. Or is it? So that being said, thanks for watching this video. It's my genuine intent that you realize the world through a lens that is attuned to the countless things that request your attention, and that you are ruthlessly aware and conscious and selective of what you allow into your life, because that, at the end of the day, is what benefits you most. So till next time, goodbye, Internet friends.